Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. This is Body Church, and I'm so excited for you to be here. We're going to wait a couple minutes for people to come in. It is 10 a.m. on Sunday, June 16th. I'm currently in Los Angeles, California, and this is our first YouTube live stream. Body Church is a place where all of your parts are welcome and a place where we can unwind the nervous system at the pace of the breath. So there's so many practices out there that are either pushing for catharsis or just movement without actually considering the emotional body or the energetic body. And so this practice combines all of it and gives your parts, your internal parts, if you're familiar with internal family systems, the like little kid parts of you, or the angry parts, or all the emotional parts of you, a stage on which to express. Unwitnessed, unexpressed emotions are one of the biggest reasons for clogged, stuck energy, and we can kind of just get down and irritable and in our not self. In the not self version of us. And so this practice has been so important in my own journey. I'm someone who's very sensitive system, and after I was able to clear some of this fascial trauma, my body feels better. I'm in less pain. My creativity skyrocketed because it shifted me out of the left brain, analytics, searching, trying to make logistical sense of things, and into my right brain, the creative. And so the merging of those two hemispheres is the goal here, to be able to have that inner androgyny, left brain, right brain. And so today in the Sunday service, I'm going to be taking you on a journey. We'll have some music, and I'll teach you the breath practice. So I created this breath movement practice called Spirokinetics, and we're going to teach you today, get really grounded in your body, teach you the breath practice, and then take you on a journey into your own body. The goal of this is to have you be able to access your own inner authority. So it's not about me teaching you how to move. I'm actually not going to. You're going to access your inner authority, listen to your body, and start to turn up the volume on what your body needs instead of just following someone else's body's lead. And so I really believe that when we can all access that body sovereignty, we can all listen to ourselves and then open up into our creativity and our gifts and our imagination, when we come together in community, it can be really, really powerful. So our creative gifts can be amplified. Our ability to be in harmony can be amplified. And so here we are today live. So we're going to get started in about 2 minutes. We'll wait for a few people to come into the room. And I'm so excited to be here. All right, here we go. So the first things first is we've got a nervous system to take care of. The nervous system is the brain, the spinal cord, and all of the nerves that tend to move and change in the body. Make movement, create sensation. And so that's what we're going to be talking to today. So let's get settled in. All right. So first thing we're going to do is just take a deep breath together. And I want to welcome you into your body. We're so often out of our body, in our heads. And so this is, for the next hour, you're going to be able to access your body, to sense your body, to improve your sense awareness. See if you can feel, as you're sitting here on the floor, or on a pillow, or on the mat, wherever you might be, you can feel your sit bones and kind of rock your hips back and forth and bring your awareness to your sit bones. And start to feel, can I feel a difference, or can I feel the shift in sensation as I move from left to right? What about from front to back? And then take a moment and send your breath to those sensations. So as you breathe in, imagine breathing down. Imagine your pelvic bowl is sinking down. This is one of my favorite practices for just getting really grounded and landing in my bottom, in my base, in my root. So from this place, see if now you can feel your breath, the sensation of your breath all the way down. All the way down into your lungs, expanding that breath out wide. This practice is a practice of slowing down. So we're going to go real slow. And so if there's any part of you that is feeling like, oh gosh, I need to just witness that part and see if you can say, okay, I see you, and I'm going to give myself permission to slow down. So take a moment and sink even deeper into your body. Can you feel, maybe place pressure on your legs? Hello, hello. I live here. Squeezing your feet. And connecting to all of you. So here at Body Church on this Sunday service, it's a mix of, it's like looking at movement as prayer and looking at your body as the house of worship. And so wherever you are right now, this is now your church. This is now your temple. This is now your space, your theater, your stage. Whatever feels like, oh yes, I love making my space into a stage onto which all of my nervous system, emotional characters can come to play. And so look around your room. Go ahead and orient yourself to the space around you. How far away are you from the walls? Can you feel the floor really supporting you? Now, this process of orienting yourself to your surroundings, to your body, is so important before we go into the breath practice, because this breath practice is going to keep you in presence while witnessing what might be showing up from the past or anxiety in the future, about the future. And so the goal is to stay as present as possible. The goal is to reorient your compass, your North Star, your GPS, your positioning system of where am I? Who am I? When we don't feel safe, we disconnect from our root, from our body, from our ability to be grounded in ourselves, and we tend to seek out relationships or habits or foods or places that can fill this void. And so the goal today is to re-imprint that desire, that addiction, and fill it back up with you. And so connect now to yourself. I like to call myself in. My name is Elizabeth Letchford. I'm so excited to be here, calling myself in so that I am speaking words that are mine, that are not regurgitated information from anywhere else, that are the truth of this moment, of this now. And so happy Father's Day. Welcome to Body Church. This is so exciting. Now, after Body Church today, we will have a Zoom for those of you who are members. So we will have a Zoom link for members to ask me questions, to interact with each other, to integrate, and to share. So for those of you who are members, you will have access to the Zoom link in the Members Up platform, and you can find that out at bodychurch.com. All right. So now that you're here, you're settled, you have set the intention of presence, we're going to start learning the breath practice. So I created this breath practice out of desperation, out of the desperate need to be able to be in my body, be in my system, and to discern what was my mind controlling my body or my actual nervous system. So the breath practice is very simple. It involves a deep breath all the way in through your nose to full and a deep exhale out through your mouth to empty. So do it with me now. And so as you breathe in all the way in and all the way out, start to find a pace. So we're going to do that this whole class, all the way in to full blast open, all the way out to exhale, squeezed out that air. See if you can find the pace, the rhythm, where you don't run out of air and you don't get lightheaded. So slow down the breath, speed up the breath, and find a pace of that inhale and exhale that you can keep. So this breath practice, this breath movement practice is going to help you come to calm. If you are ever reacting out something from your past, reacting to something, and you're having an emotional response, or you just feel ungrounded and kind of, whoa, what's going on, overwhelmed, this practice is going to help ground you by not just finding and bypassing the part of you that's afraid, the part of you that's sad, but actually giving it a moment to express without reliving the past. So this is not therapy. This is not going into the past. This is not trauma therapy. We are actually staying in the present and noticing what from the past is here in the present, giving it a stage, a chance to express, and moving that through the actual body. So it's not just a cognitive awareness, a mind awareness. We're actually moving that into the body. So these diseases, these feelings of unease, dis-ease can often be caused by unexpressed emotional energy. All right, so as you're continuing to do that breath practice, I want you to notice now the feeling of the breath. So inhale all the way, and as you inhale all the way, you're going to notice what I call a tension field. So it's this tension that's acting on the breath. And it's going to kind of feel like a straw is closing as you get further and further down the breath. It's going to be harder to pull air in. And then same on the exhale. It's easy, then it gets medium to blow out, and then it gets really hard to blow out. So just notice and start to map this tension field. This tension field can change every day, every moment, every minute. So this tension field is the amount of stress in your body now, in the present moment. When you are in complete presence and your body is in complete presence, the breath is going to feel open and blissful, like the most ecstatic experience you've ever had. That is pure presence of both mind and body. And so if you are not there, it's like, oh, okay, well, what is showing up? What is keeping me from pure presence in my body? And oftentimes it's this unconscious, subconscious trauma. If you've ever read The Body Keeps the Score or heard about trauma release or somatic release, this is the premise of that. So we are working to be able to, through the body, instead of the mind, through the body, access presence, and then just give light to things that are keeping us from presence. All right. So now that you've mapped your tension field, you can start to feel like, oh, yep, it gets really hard here, and it gets really hard here. That is what we're going to use as our power source to be able to then move and embody whatever is in our being. We get to bring that into our body. We get to bring that stress out of our mind and into the body so that it can actually be moved and expressed and witnessed. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So as you breathe, and you can start in any position. I like to start from a seated position. But as you breathe in, you're going to, as you meet that tension field, match the tension in your breath with the resistance in your body. It's going to look something like this. Ooh, I'm getting so many pops and clicks and cracks as my fascia is naturally unwinding. So I am almost like the first stretch you take in the morning. It's a tense stretch. As I breathe in, I am matching that tension field with the tension in my body. And you'll notice these spiral movements because our fascia, the connective tissue that surrounds our whole body, it exists in spiral lines. And so our fascia is an extension of our nervous system. And so this is how you awaken your body intelligence. All right, we'll stop talking and show you one full breath of what is living in my system today. Why don't you go ahead and join, and then we're going to go on a journey. Feel free to use the chat if you have any questions, and I will be available to answer them. And so you can give permission to yourself to make weird faces, to have emotional expression come up. Your hands might do some weird spirally things, and this is simply just your fascia remembering where it is in space. It's almost like a GPS calibration. When we leave our body, when we dissociate, we lose our ability to orient to where we are in space. It's called proprioceptive awareness. And so this practice engages your fascia and ties it, marries it to the tension in our mind, the tension, the nervous system underlying trauma that's existing. So continue to breathe. I'm going to guide you from here. Continue to breathe in all the way in, all the way out. Giving space in your breath, space in your body with every single breath. If there are any questions, please do let me know. I'm checking the chat now. Okay, if audio is low, all right. Let me know. I'm gonna start some music, so let me know if the audio sounds okay. Thanks, y'all. This is our first. This is our first Body Church live on YouTube, and so it's really sweet to be here with you all. Thank you. There might be a little delay in the chat. All right, so as you are continuing to inhale and exhale, start to see, you're just gonna match this resistance in your breath with tension in your body. And if movement isn't available to you right now, what you can do is just sit here and squeeze and promise yourself that you won't breathe in. You won't breathe in unless you are matching. You won't push through that tension unless you are matching it with the tension of your body. Let yourself make a big, ugly face. Let yourself shake. But promise yourself that I will keep this breath practice going. And you'll notice that you might be tempted to hold your breath. You might be tempted to breathe really fast. Your breath is your guide. Your breath knows. Your breath knows. It's inspiration. It's spirit. It's inspiration. And so when we let the breath guide, the body is going to go, hey, I have all these memories from the past. It's going to flail around. And you're going to say, I know, baby. I know. I got you. So allow your body to be breathed. We trying to feel the microphone. Okay, maybe I need to. All right, she's on. Let's see. We are learning as we go when it comes to mic. So does it sound okay when I'm close to the camera? All right, cool. We'll figure this out soon. Thanks, y'all. Okay, so as you continue breathing and moving, go slow. You're gonna go slower than you think. So you're gonna breathe in all the way, meet yourself at the top, pop those lungs open. Your inhale is your capacity to expand, to become. And your exhale, is the capacity to surrender. So the tension you meet on the inhale is actually what is in the way of you becoming in this moment. And that exhale is, why can't I surrender? Why can't I let go? Now, as we continue with this practice, I might get into a little poetry flow. Now, the rhyme and the cadence and the syncopation helps give our brain something to catch on to. So it's literally words that help keep you in presence. So allow your mind to catch any words that I say. If it doesn't resonate, allow them to just go in and pass and wash over you. You'll hear what you're supposed to hear. And so the Sunday service, we take this and create with our bodies. This is a prayer. Your body is asking, please feel me. Please feel me. Parts of you are saying, please, I just want to be witnessed. And so this stage, this house, this place, it's a sacred place for your parts to be witnessed by the most important person, which is you. And so create with every breath. And we can't create new stories without first honoring the old. Those old stories are showing up in the present moment through your breath. Keep breathing in, keep breathing in. And trust your body. All right, how's that? Ooh. Okay, how's that mic? There we go. I think we're good now with the mic. Here we go. Okay, Liz. Keep breathing in. And take a moment and be gentle. We can often override our breath, our nervous system, override the parts of us, and that's what gets us into a tangle. And it all adds up to stress, underlying stress in the body. So let your body go slow. Inhaling. Exhaling all the way, all the way, all the way. Put more tension in your body, more tension, and go slow. So remember, this is a reorientation of your spirit, of your breath to your body. So let your arms be asymmetrically moving. As long as you're breathing, you can trust these movements and own them. Don't just collapse. If you find yourself in collapse, find a spiral motion and own it. Put some tension in it. And open to the possibility that this is all a metaphor for how your body moves. throughout your life? When do you collapse? When do you push through? When do you ignore your body? When do you ignore your truth for the sake of pleasing others? So as we move deeper into our present moment, allow your system to take over, being guided by your breath. You'll notice I'm not teaching you how to move, but I'm giving you permission to remember how to move, how to unwind. So your body might be put in positions that look like yoga positions, that create chiropractic adjustments, that your hands might find themselves on certain points in your body. You might express and shake and want to scream. All of these have been captured as modalities. It's just our body's intelligence. So right now you are strengthening your body's intelligence as long as you hold it and you temper your movement to your breath. Let the breath lead. Slow down as slow as possible. It's like watching a movie in slow motion. You capture even more information. It's Father's Day in America. And we all tend to have some relationship with the archetype of father. It's been a long journey for me and my relationship with my father. And I'm learning to re-father myself. He's a good man. And I get to give my little girl my little parts, the things that he couldn't. He didn't know how to. So touch your body in the place where you feel like daddy's home, daddy's here. I'm scared, I need a protector. I need big, strong arms. And make space in that part of your body with your breath. Tell your body, I got you. And then as soon as you invoke that, as soon as you invite that into your space, into your being, you are going to be met with tension. And that tension is any stories, any belief systems, anything in the way of you being in right relationship with your archetype, your inner version of father. So keep touching that place and imagine all of the parts of you are rallying for you to be in right relationship with your father archetype. Daddy's home. And so father is such a complex archetype. There's good dad, there's bad dad. There's the sky above that holds the earth. There's the stars, and they know their worth. And it's hours and hours of the holy birth to turn the page, allowing any broken promises to take center stage. And allow yourself to be honest with the part of you that is clearly under attack. Because perhaps that bad daddy is living in your back. And he can be a baddie. Oh, but he's looking back. And so as you breathe, start to receive the encoding of your knowing. And start to believe that you can be a good dad to you, to your friends, to your family, all the way through. Let your body move slowly. Own the shapes your body is making. Feel the spiral movements. And start to feel any emotions that are coming forward and let them fully express, but keep the breath going. You'll feel some clicks and some pops as the fascia starts to finally subtly release. And you get to go back into physical, emotional, spiritual alignment. Amazing how your body just knows. It just knows, and these yucky, dense energies can fit in, and just, unless our sensory perception is fine-tuned, our body intelligence is fine-tuned, we can't feel it. So it gets louder and louder and louder until we heal it. And it can manifest as disease. So trust your body and just start to bleed out any words, any stories, any tough, dense energy. Let it go. Let it go. Speak it into the dirt. I spend so much of my practice just letting this part, as if I'm wearing a mask, letting this part just say what it needs to say while breathing, so that it doesn't override any other parts that have been afraid of it. So it's this gorgeous internal dance that we can expand and contract at the pace of our nervous system. It's like a flower blooming. So every breath is a bloom and a death. So allow your body to create its own flower. Imagining as you inhale, it's a flower opening. And then anything in the way of that flower opening, you honor the flower. You honor that fullest expression of beauty by matching like a warrior and going in and moving in your body. All of that dense energy, all of that stuck fascia. But the breath is what's consistent. Use the ground to push against. Use your body to push against. Emotions are perfect, but don't get caught up in them. It's not worth it. That's how we get stuck in the loop. And then our reality serves it. So look at your relationships. They're the proof. How do you relate to the Father in your friends, the Father in your family, the Father in your relationships? Ooh. Are you the role of the Father in community? Meet it in your body. Where do I show up? How do I hold both reverence, creativity, and play, while also protecting? Any parts of you that are flying high, let them come down. We're gonna come down and anchor in now. And just start to clean out anything that might be in the way of your Father returning home every day and saying, I honor you, I love you, do you want to play? I covet all the chances that we get to stay in and have dances. And time is getting thin. So I'm going to take every chance to serve the Father. And I learned in church that he was wrathful. And I understand what that means, because sometimes he has to go to battle for what he believes in. But he's never wrathful towards me. The destruction that comes from the she. An eruption like a volcano. And if you know about lava, as a volcano erupts, it destroys everything in its path, but it creates new earth, it creates life. So destruction for the sake of creation is gorgeous. But wrath, greed, envy, lust, we can leave them in the dust, but first they have to be expressed through us. So why don't you meet your dirty, angry dad and you? The one that feels bad, but he's coming through. So you get to play this character, put it on, tune it in your system, and then say, oh, it's been a long time, but you get to fix him in your body and mind. And then allow the spin to help you unwind. So let your body be breathed. Operating like you can read your memories from your body. Ooh, what do you remember? We all have very different relationships with father figures in our life. Some of us are fathers. Other of us never knew our fathers. And so tell yourself a story that it's okay to create a new relationship with this archetype. And then watch, as all the resistance, all the resentment, all the bitterness comes up, and then give it a voice. I didn't even know you. I didn't have a choice. You didn't let me speak. I didn't want to eat all my vegetables. Say it into a pillow. Say it out loud. Say it so that your body can hear it. Because when we speak these words, it zzz the part of us that is holding on to those words. And then let your body move through it. Don't just provoke and stay still. Move the body. Move slow, move slow, move slow. Your body is quite literally remapping, problem solving. Your brain is lighting up every movement you do. You think puzzles are good for your brain? Try this. You are finding new ways to access information in your being and ground it into your body. That is body intelligence. And it is powerful. Yes. And you are a flower full of life. Let yourself breathe and open all the way and receive all the hope. And this is how I pray. I let my body feel. I understand it's not always real, but it's real to me. And it helps me see places that I couldn't previously see. So I put on faces. and I let them speak. Let them take up the spaces that have felt so weak. And we can erase this every week. Let your destiny be revealed as it sips in air slowly. Get fine-tuned with it. And as you meet the resistance, say, that's the old me. This isn't just a fitness class. This is a way to take a bath in your breath. Wash yourself clean. It's like I can feel your breath right through this screen. So allow your body to be held. By the side of the green earth. The mother and the potter. Oh. And then know your worth as a daughter or son of the Holy One. It's the earth and the sky. It's a girl and a guy. It's a they, them, this, that, zizzity, 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 zat. It's all of it. You are a product of the earth and the sky. And you came in through human vessels that were flawed. Can you feel that? When we allow the turning of the page, we no longer listen or rewrite or replay the history that's been passed down in our blood, in our nervous systems, from his father and his father and his father and his father. There's an attunement all the way down the line, and this is how you break it. So what are you building? What are you creating? You create as you speak. So let your body hear, I am a good father to the parts of me that need me to be. I am learning to hold myself powerfully enough to let myself fly. So let yourself fly, let yourself dance. You don't have to be a guy or wear dad pants. You can just do what the Father in you wants to. And then meet the part of you that still haunts you. So allow your body to clear. Let your body hear, I got you. The breath says that, I got you, I got you. Even though the chest is, keep breathing. All the way in, all the way out. You are receiving a new story with every breath. Every time you witness this tension in your body, you are receiving a new story, a new book. No longer repeating history. No, it needs a new look. And the mystery of you is gonna come through movement. Ooh, because damn, we can all use a new attunement to the Father, right? All the way in, all the way out. This is your journey. Notice how there's any part of you that's looking outside of yourself for permission, for leadership, for guidance. Bring it back in. Listen to your breath. Put it in your body. Unwind. You'll be amazed at what you find. Oh, this is how you come unblind. This is how you find your place. Every single time. It's when you're afraid to take up space. Remember the lesson. I get to be the father for me. And damn if that isn't a blessing. Go ahead and drop the breath practice and start to breathe, and now let your body dance. It's gonna be different than allowing the breath to lead. See if you can find the pleasure in the movement. Go slow, go slow, go slow. See if you can, like water, moving through your body, moving through your being. Enjoy the sight of your body moving. And if you feel yourself getting stirred up, come back to the breath practice. That's what's going to anchor you and keeping you from dancing something from the past. Our bodies can be danced by our feelings, by our memories, reactions, reflexes. It's all reacting something else out. It's the old story. It's looking back. It's the past. So what are you creating new? Can you use those new pathways you created to let you dance you? Let your body breathe. Because I want to read a new story about you. It's allowed to feel good, you know. Especially if you go slow. So touch the part of your body where you just know you're allowed to party. You're allowed to glow. You're allowed to love the Father. You're allowed to cry out loud. We're all part of an ecosystem. And knowing your inner Father is profound. It's the masculine, it's the holder, it's the giver, it's the protector. It's the creator of directions and systems, and it knows how to hold you. So you without a father, no, that is the old you. So allow your body to receive a new pattern, paternal, from thee, from you, the eternal light. Take a big breath. Inhale. And exhale. Come to your back. If that's comfortable, or come to a seat. You can use pillows, blankets. Let your being just be. Oof, we spend so much time doing. Can you just be? Can you breathe? And clear anything that got stirred up today. And I'm going to give you a moment to listen and to really hear the part of you that might be in fear from anything that was created today. Tell yourself, hey, I'm here to listen. What do you have to say? Just close your eyes and listen. In a still moment now. The breath is deep.
If I could let go of everything, or I could let go of right or wrong, it would get deeper and deeper. And it was amazing.
And give yourself a hug, wrapping your arms around you. Give yourself a squeeze. And you can feel, so this is a really great practice to come back into your body, placing pressure on your chest and your belly, almost like a weighted blanket of your own hands. Like the father saying, I got you, baby, come here, what's wrong? Let yourself cry. Let yourself be exactly who you are, and then witness yourself through the Father's eyes. You will go far, honey, and you will ride the chariot away. You have a life that is gorgeous. And I know Ellie Borges is in the room. And she's got a father. So she can attune to her inner father. Give him some room. Breathe him in. And then let him swoon for you. Now give yourself a grin. Come on back home. You are powerful beyond measure, you sexy thing. You are a national treasure. And you should be wearing some wings because you are an angel. And I hope you feel better. I know you can't see it from this angle, but I am so put back together after this. Thank you. Thank you for being here. In the chat, would you come on up, take a big breath, calling all of yourself back in, putting all the toys back in the toy box, thanking the parts of you, thanking the Father. And in the chat, anything that felt really good for you today, anything that was powerful, how are you feeling? I'm going to be placing in the chat the membership in case you wanted to meet me on Zoom after class. You can sign up for the membership and we'll get you the link. Just send me a message. So after class, we take about 30 minutes to just chat and discuss. It's so gorgeous. It's on Zoom. We can see everybody and be in community. So thank you so much for being here. I'm Dr. Liz Letchford. I created this practice as a way to give my body a place to express without having to like unconsciously, subconsciously do it in my everyday life. Thank you, Ava. I'm so glad that it felt so beautiful and releasing. That makes me so happy. Thanks, Nicole. Always transforming and healing. Thank you, Megan. I'm so happy that you're all here. Please enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Happy Father's Day. It's Father's Day in America. And so I hope today you can find the place in you that is holding you tightly and just knows that you are so precious. Thanks, Ellie. You made it into the poetry flow today. Because your last name rhymes with gorgeous. And so the replays will be available on the membership. I'm so excited to start this live stream. Thanks for helping me out with the audio. We've been it's going to be rusty the first time, but eventually we're going to get really creative with it. So the future is going to be so special with themes and more fun poetry, and we're going to turn different places into church and then give a sermon from that church to your body. So imagine what is the sermon from the gas station?
What is a sermon from a national park? You know, what is the good word from this place, and how can we tune ourselves to the places that we're in, starting first with this place that you're in. So take a big, deep breath. Thank you for joining me here today for Body Church. I will be in 5 minutes. We will be on Zoom. So those of you who are members, you can go to the Member Up link, Member Up community to find the link. And as always, you can use the integration section of the community to have a conversation, to ask me anything, and stay tuned for some really cool courses and content. So that's bodychurch.com/membership or body-church.com. You can get there both ways. I'm Dr. Liz Letchford. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It has been such a pleasure.